Lesson 8.2, area of circles. The area A of a circle equals the product of pi and the square of its radius r. Okay, so the formula for area of a circle is area equals pi r squared. Whenever you find area, you have to have the radius. So if they give us a diameter, we need to change that diameter to a radius. And we know that a radius is half the diameter. So we're going to take our diameter divided by 2. Okay, if we look at example A, we need to find the area of a circle with a radius of 3 2/10 centimeters and round to the nearest 10. So I'm always going to start with my formula. So I know area is pi r squared. Okay, then I'm going to fill in what I know. So for pi, they didn't tell us exactly what they wanted us to use for pi, so I'm going to use 3.14. So I'm going to say 3.14 times my radius squared, and they told me my radius was 3 2/10, and we're going to square that. Okay, remember when you square a number, you're taking it times itself that many times. So this is really 3.14 times 3.2 times 3.2. And then you use your order of operations, you multiply them all together, and we get 32 2/10. So we would say the area is 32 2/10 centimeters squared. Now, when you are labeling for area, you have to make sure you square your label, because area is how many square blocks we can fit inside of this figure. So in this case, how many square centimeters can we fit inside this circle? We can fit 32 2/10. Okay? If we look at letter B, the bottom of a circular swimming pool with a diameter of 30 feet is painted blue. How many square feet are blue? So again, I always look for my key points here. I have a diameter of 30 feet. I want to know how many square feet are blue. So I'm going to figure out area here. Again, area is pi r squared. So I'm going to fill in my formula here. I don't know the area. Pi, they didn't specify for me, so I'm going to use 3.14 again, times my radius squared. Now, they gave us a diameter here. If we have the diameter, we have to change it to a radius. And we know that half of the diameter, so we're going to divide our diameter by 2. So if our diameter is 30, our radius would be 15. And we're going to square that. Again, when you're using exponents and squaring, that's taking this number times itself that many times. So this is really the same thing as 3.14 times 15 times 15. Then when I multiply them all together, we get 706.9. Then we got to label it. So our area is 706 9/10 feet squared. Because again, finding area, we're finding how many square units fit inside of there. So we would have 706 9/10 square feet to this pool. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is a semicircle. A semicircle is half of a circle. So to find the formula for the area of a semicircle is the same thing as the area of the circle, but we're going to take it times a half. If we have half of the circle, we only want half of that formula. So we're going to use area equals 1/2 pi r squared. So if we look at example C, we need to find the approximate area of a semicircle with a radius of 6 centimeters. Okay, again, I start with my formula. Area equals 1/2 pi r squared. Because they told us we have a semicircle and that our radius is 6 centimeters. Okay, and we want to find the area. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in what I know. I have 1/2 times, they didn't specify pi, so I'm going to use 3.14 again, times our radius squared, which they said was 6 centimeters, so we're going to do that squared. Okay, again, squaring is taking the number times itself that many times. So this would be 1/2 times 3.14 times 36, and then we multiply these all together, we get 56 5/10. So we would say the area is 56.5 centimeters squared. So again, when you're finding the area of a semicircle, we use the same formula as a regular circle, but we take it times a half because the semicircle is half a circle, so we want half of that formula. If they give you a diameter, you divide it by 2, and that would be your radius.